doing some artwork. I just wanted to show you. I ain't even close to being done with it. I gotta move the light around so you guys can see it. That's what's nice about having one of these lights. As you can see, I need to paint in the Celtic knots that are in there encircling. It's a rabbit. It's got some different colors in there. I'm going to do the Celtic knot in black and white with the silver. As you can see, some of the silver outline of it. So I'll try to keep much of the silver outline in it. It's a multimedia. The rabbit's done in soft pastel. These borders are done in oil pastel. The purple, the green, and the blue. And then this is going to be done in acrylic. And the background, this is canvas board, and the background's done in watercolor. I like watercolor. I don't paint much with watercolor. I'm still trying to learn how to use watercolor, but this is a start for me, I guess. Get me more familiar with how to do it. Now this is a background here that I'll do some painting on, but it's kind of nice how I did it. And if you notice how it's spotty, what I did is I used browns and yellows and kind of just, brushed it across there. And then I took some sprayer. I use this to clean my computer, keyboard, and stuff. It's rubbing alcohol, just pure rubbing alcohol in a squirt bottle. I learned that a friend of mine used to clean a bank. It was actually my roommate years ago. And one of his jobs was he'd clean a bank in the morning, and the banks have all sensitive computers and stuff, and he would clean with rubbing alcohol. And so I went and got me rubbing alcohol, and I used it to clean my computer screen, and because it dries real fast and you don't have to worry about things. Back in the old days, you could do your cell phone that way too. But move the light back over here. It's going to have some elvish writing on it. My rabbitry, all the people that raise rabbits have names for their rabbitries. If you see that, that's elvish letters. It's an English word, but used elvish letters, which was hard to find all of them because they're in different charts. They're organized kind of weird, and so I had a hard time finding R and T for some reason. I had to go to some other ones, but anyway, my rabbitry is called, I may have mentioned this before, it's Rabbits of the Woodland Realm. We're going to call it Mirkwood Rabbitry because I have Mirkwood Studio and Mirkwood Farm and Studio, but so it's more like Rabbits of the Woodland Realm is a division of Mirkwood. Mirkwood's what I call my property, and my farm is Mirkwood, but my rabbitry's different. I wanted to separate it from the chicken part of my farm and my garden, so I call it Rabbits of the Woodland Realm because everybody has, these names like Mud Creek Rabbitry and Blue Mountain Rabbitry and different names. And I thought pretty hard about what to name it, and then it just came to me, Rabbits of the Woodland Realm. So I had to ask a couple of friends at work and which name they liked, and Mirkwood Greenwood was another possibility, because Mirkwood, if you read into J.R. Tolkien's works more, you find out that Mirkwood was the name that was given because of Sauron effect on. It was actually Greenwood. So the elves of Greenwood, they call it elves of the Woodland Realm. Lothlorien was another possible name I was going to have for my rabbitry. So this is kind of like I'm painting, which is going to be my logo for my rabbitry. And then I'm seriously thinking, I haven't done it yet, so you may not do it, may do it. Down here, got some room. I'm going to put the Elvish letters which I think I'll do, but I don't know what. I may have to use a Sharpie for that. And then that's unforgivable, Sharpies are. So you make a mistake, it's permanent. I used a silver Sharpie to do the border. I may already mention that. So this is a multimedia picture. And I do have to use a fixative because even the soft pastels, you don't usually use a fixative because it dulls the picture, but I'm going to have to do it this way. And I put pretty thick layers, so I may be okay with spraying it. So I think I'll be okay. So that's my rabbit Glorfindel, who's an elvish name. My rabbits are pretty much named after elves, unless they're. I have two that are not purebreds, and they're named after hobbits. I got Samwise and Rosie. They breed meat rabbits and fur rabbits, and I have Throndel, which turns out Throndel's got defects, so he's not even showable. So I don't even know if his babies will be showable. I've got 5 of his babies right now, so I may sell them as pets, or my wife may take care of them as meat rabbits. I've been going for 6 minutes. I got a lot of stuff to do. I'm just doing this in between chores. I'm doing a lot of chores today. I got to work tonight at. Got to go to work at 4:30. I'm working to probably close to midnight, and then I'm off tomorrow. And then I work every day next week until Friday. Friday I work half a day, and then I'm driving to Dalton to show my rabbit. So there'll definitely be some video footage of that on my channel. So if you're interested, not everybody's interested in rabbits. That's something I'm interested in. I don't expect you just because you're one of my subs to be into that or not. Don't unsub me if you're not into rabbits. Because I'm also into chickens and artwork and lulls and gardening. I got some new style of gardening I'm coming up this spring, which I'm doing bucket gardening. It's a little less labor intensive, as a lot of times I slack off midsummer because I get so busy doing other things that my garden suffers, and so I'm going to prevent that by doing bucket gardening. And so the buckets will hold water longer, and they'll wick up from the bottom. I'll have a reservoir of water in the bottom of them. But that's where I'm at right now, and I want to get this painting finished before the show, and somehow I'm going to display this painting at the show. You're not allowed to sell rabbits. I'm sure you're not allowed to sell artwork there either, but I am going to bring some of my rabbit artwork with me. Maybe some chicken artwork, and who knows. My wife can take it out to the parking lot and sell it, People do sell rabbits at rabbit shows, but they'll do it in the parking lot, or they'll meet somewhere other, because Arva doesn't allow rabbit shows to be a place to sell rabbits, but I'm not selling any. I might buy one, though, if I find a good mate for this guy. But that's the color rabbits I'm going with. I'm gonna start showing and breeding to try to perfect that color. That's what you do with a rabbitry. You can raise rabbits just for meat. You can raise rabbits for pets, which I'll probably do both. But I'm also gonna do rabbits for try to get a show rabbit, get trophies and ribbons for rabbits, and have a wall like people do with their horses and dogs, and they got all the ribbons on their wall. I'm gonna be that person one of these days, and I'll have a wall with ribbons. I don't know if Glorfindel will show. He's a beautiful rabbit though, but we'll see. That's a picture of him, and he's my first rabbit to start up that part of my life, that hobby, which is breeding rabbits for. I got a little smudge right there. I'll fix that, but I can always fix that. A little white up in there. What? That doesn't really do it. This white works better. There we go. You didn't probably even notice that, but most people don't notice, but I always notice the imperfections of my paintings. So anyway, I gotta get just cooking dinner. It's time for me to start dinner, and start dinner. We have dinner, and then I go to work. So in 2 hours, I'll be working the night shift on a Saturday, and worked night shift yesterday. It's busy as hell. Real popular special going. So anyway, I rambled on enough. You guys all have a good day and a better tomorrow.